Hello, welcome. What is good, everybody? Tone here, and we are back continuing our current Invisible Ink campaign here. Really excited to see what mission selection we have here because we're coming off of a mission where we picked up a lot of credits. We got intel on new mission types, so we should have a lot of options, or at least one more option. I'm not sure how that one works, honestly. I have like a bunch of open augment slots. I feel like there's so many ways to expand our party, so these next few missions should be quite successful. So let's jump right into that, and it'll jump into our debriefing after the previous mission. 19 hours. I guess we only have time for about 2, maybe 3 missions if we're really picky about which ones we take.
We need to keep moving. If the corpse get a fix on our location, we won't last long in a direct fight. Keep up the hit and run, and we might just get through this.
Alright. Oh, 29 hours. Oh, 19 hours into day 2 is what that was. Okay, I thought that sounded short. 29 hours is a good bit of time. Almost 2,000 credits. That's like the most we've ever had at one time. This detention center mission is still open. We have another one, so we can pick up some new allies. There's a bank vault. I don't have a vault card. I feel like I might want one if I'm going to go do a bank base mission. And I wouldn't mind grabbing some of these
got a priority shipment from a nearby weapons
like
shop.
new tech
Looks
things.
like
I think we're going to need a few nice pieces of gear.
Most nanofabs have advanced security.
I wouldn't mind going to a
protocols to prevent
nanofab
unlicensed
mission and checking
fabrications.
out
The
with all of our
fabricator-
credits as well. I think I want to go over here though, because I don't know if these missions are going to like cycle, but it looks like we'll be pretty close to a lot of missions if we go over here. I'm pretty happy with any of these 3, and these actually look a little close to these ones as well. Because the screen map's around. Yes, the world is round. Tempted to grab the new recruit and then maybe jump here if it's like a 6-hour mission, and then maybe try and hit up a nanofab mission after that, and maybe we'll even have more credits by that point if I don't spend them on other stuff. I think getting another character could be quite useful though. This is 12 hours versus the 10. It is a higher security, although I'm starting to wonder if higher security means higher rewards. Let's see what our status is here.
Holding this thing for a client. Real motivated seller. You won't beat this price.
I've been poo-pooing this thing, and then I had this epiphany last night that what if this could open vault doors? It'd actually be incredible. And I googled it, and it does not. So this thing actually does seem pretty terrible, because it just opens up level 1 security doors, and it takes 2 turns to do it, which is crazy. Like, it should at least be instant, I would think. But especially because we have banks who can open those up for free. It seems like a bad deal. This wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to bring with you on a mission, like on one of the drone maps, where it can be harder to find guards that have key cards. See, we have our EMP pack. International is pretty decked out. It's about time for her to get some more strength. Excited to check out this EMP pack. I want to give her one more hacking. This is 1,000 credits, but it gives us an additional +2 power for hijack on consoles, which is going to be huge. And with our econ chip, it's gonna pay for itself pretty soon, I think. I'm gonna save the rest of these credits to bring into the mission, though. Really tempted to buy some strength here. I don't really like International having no slots, like free. But she does have +1 speed, so getting -1 speed from the strength slot isn't that big of a, like, as big of a deal, I guess. And yeah, let's go.
Detention centers hold high value.
Actually, what are the security? These are all level 3, except for this, which I'm not gonna do. think this is the one that I specifically recovered from our last executive terminal mission. Let's go to get a new ally.
High-value human assets for
So these guys have
interrogation and
cybernetic
deprogramming.
augmented troops.
They may be intercepted invisible agents on site.
The other reason I want to go to one of those nanofab missions is it might have a bunch of augments we could buy. And we have a lot of open augment slots. Okay. Retcon the detention center and get out alive. Secondary objectives, find and steal corporate credits. I already see a bunch of vaults down here. Someday soon this will all be shaken to the ground. Yes, Banks. Okay, well I guess you should just make sure that this actually is a one-way out of this room. There's a camera in here that we should just take over, because we're going to be going through this room no matter what. Room looks clear. Infrared beam. Okay, this one advances the alarm tracker. It's different than the other beams that they operate by adding demons. Go here. Look at this. This would normally give us 1 power, but it's going to give us 5 extra with our hacking bonus. I think I should use the econ chip on this just to get our cooldown working efficiently. It's the only console I see though, which means we might be at low with power for a little bit. This is a high security level, so there's going to be a lot of like high firewall stuff, I guess. I may as well use this to get the cooldown going too, just see what demon is on here. Rubik's raises firewalls. I think that's for a few turns. You are in a position where you are hidden from someone coming this way and this way, so you're going to go onto ambush. But let's make sure we do use that console first. You still in ambush? Here you go. I thought this turned orange, your AP indicator, when you were in ambush. Oh, it does, but not when you're selected. Got it. And just in case someone does come around, I guess I'll shut this door, because you can't do much in there anyways. And we will end our turn. Okay, so there's a guard patrolling in this room. There's gonna be a guard or a camera here. I wonder if this is one big room. There's a nano fab. Security door that bypasses this infrared thing. I can steal from this guy without him noticing me. Not with Banks though. Walk in. Okay, there's 2 people here. Oh my god, and double guard elevators right next to each other. This is like the barracks. I guess worst case scenario, I knock both of these people out. But let's just steal from them for now. I think Banks might have higher anarchy. Oh, that doesn't actually give you more credits until you get to higher tiers. You have 3 AP. Let's... You are stationary. This dude is gonna see Banks when he turns around. Possibly not if I walk back here. Is it worth risking maybe having to use a rewind early to maybe not have to knock this guy out? I think he's not going to see her. Because this tile facing this direction... Actually, this guy, if I use him as a proxy, seeing 2 tiles... He would be able to, if he has the same cone as this guy. Alright, I guess I'm going to put you on ambush, and you'll knock this guy out. Actually, you won't knock him out. Maybe I already made a mistake. Oh well. We'll see how it plays out. If this guy sees her, does he alert the stationary guy? That could be a problem for Banks, too. Just see how this turn plays out, I guess. Okay, he didn't see her. Ooh, I didn't use my free hack that turn, did I? That is very too bad. I think I should hack this camera. Quite expensive. There's 2 consoles in here. Some juicy ones too. 3 power each. I'm not getting into these safes without knocking out at least this guard. So I left the door open again. Do I care about these safes? Honestly, I think I get more power from not hacking these and saving my econ chip. Or more credits. This is 5, that's like 250 credits. Probably not actually. These probably have at least 250, but this one might have even more because it has a higher firewall. Just wondering if I really want to be knocking out security guards this early. I probably will. Wonder if Banks can knock this guy out and then drag him here while International comes in here. Let's try it. Yes, I can just get in here. Then we'll put your custom paralyzer on him. Use my buster chip to hack that. What do we have in the dude, the hollow circuit overloaders. This game is pushing these on me so hard. What is the drilling dart? Tiny servo motors propel the syringe deep within the target's tissue before delivering its payload, resulting in a more effective drug delivery. Ranged targets, armor piercing 1, knocks a guard out for 3 turns. That is really good. It has 2 shots. And I don't think those replenish during or between missions. You always have to charge them with a charge pack. It's a smoke grenade. Though to create a cloud of smoke that occludes vision in an area. It's disposable, single use, 3 tiles. This sounds very good though, if it just means I can walk through like a crowded guard room. I wanted to pick one of those up. The portable server 3 generates 2 power per 1 turn when deployed. Deploying has a 2-turn cooldown. Requires hacking level 4. Two extra like free power per turn is a lot. I don't know if it's worth 1500 though, and this sounds like something that I'd have to like come back and pick up if I want to leave the level with it. I think that's too expensive for me to care about. The drilling dart is a little tempting. Armor piercing 1 is really valuable too. Just seems that the charge pack, like 2 ammo is like tough. I really like the idea of the smoke grenade. I feel like that could get us out of some really tough situations. I don't know if I want her to pick up anything though. Why do I have 3 AP, but it costs me all of my AP to move 1 tile? Oh, that's a door. Or a wall. Uh-oh. This guy might end up seeing me. I want to use an AP to observe him, but then I won't be able to get into a position. He was walking this way. I should be safe to ignore him by coming over here. And that would actually give me access to these safes. But I will need to hack one of these to get into the safes. Let's go over here. I guess you'll go into ambush just in case he does come around this way, but he was walking this way before. What happens when a security level goes up? More cameras will activate. I'm gonna go here or here first. I guess we'll go here for 2 reasons. One, Banks can open this door. And 2, it'll be closer to where International is when we're leaving this room. So we'll be more together. Guess I should peek in. You know, these are 2 separate rooms. And if we decide to, we can shut off this infrared thing from this power supply, which I assume is what that's for as we leave. I think I might avoid that. I wonder if these 2 rooms connect somewhere, or if we're gonna have to come all the way back through here to deal with them. Let's go ahead and steal from these. This is 3 firewalls to tell us what all the demons on the level are. I think I don't really need that with this thing. I actually want to save this and not use it on this thing, because I think I'm not going to hack this right away. I'm not going to worry about what demon's on there. There might be something more important that has a demon later. So I'm going to ignore this for now. We're at only 2 AP. We haven't heard anyone moving around, so I'm going to have you walk over here. Should be safe. Unless there's a drone, something quiet walking back and forth through here. And that means I have nothing else to hack at the moment, so I may as well trigger this demon. Ooh. I thought that was temporary. That just raised everything? There's no way this was worth hacking. Right? There's an additional firewall and everything on the level. Well, let's see what was in it, but I think maybe this is where we use our rewind. Was that only the stuff I've seen, or is everything on the level gonna have a higher firewall? If it's the latter, there's no way that was worth it this early in a mission. Okay, I'm using our rewind on that, which is unfortunate. I thought that was a timed thing where like they'd be raised for like 2 or 3 turns. Oh wow, we're like 2 turns behind now. Okay. Feels like a long way back, but we know exactly how to get back into the position we were in. Although one thing about having one rewind and using it is I play through these repeated rewind turns very quickly, which I think makes it easy to make a mistake. Like that? Oh my god. I was supposed to drag him out, now I can't. This is so stupid. I can't believe that just happened. I need like a legitimate rewind now. I can't believe that especially happened right after I said it. Oh, so that means I have to knock out this guy because he's going to see this guard. And he's going to start patrolling and raising. This is actually like really bad. I'm still gonna paralyze you. I mean, this is like workable, but this is like such like a more terrible position that we're in. I guess I'm probably safe here, so maybe it's obviously worse than the situation we were in, but maybe not that bad overall. Since I didn't buy anything from this nano fabricator, should I save my buster chip? I do kind of want that smoke grenade, though. Yeah, we'll still use it. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and buy the smoke grenade now. No, I'll wait till I come out so I can not be encumbered. Can't believe I demonstrated what I was explaining. How it was easier to make mistakes. Oh, and I forgot to use my free hack. I made so many like that turn was way worse than the first turn I made. This turn will be better because I think hacking this really was a mistake. Actually, I don't need to hack that this turn. even know if hacking that was worth it. All things considered, 170 credits, cracking 3 firewalls. 3 firewalls is like 600 credits worth of power at these consoles. That actually wasn't worth it. Although the thing is, the econ chip has cooldowns, so it's not like I could have used it on both of these consoles, so it's not a direct one-to-one. Can I hide now? He's gonna come back this way, so I think I can hide here? Possibly here. This should be safer. Is he gonna see this guard if I leave him here? On his route back? Comes out here. He shouldn't, so maybe I actually just leave this guard here too. I think I'd rather have the guard in this room when he wakes up, instead of up here where he's gonna have more visibility to stuff out here, because this room's kind of isolated. I don't need to steal anything from you, right? Nope. Here, unlock this. That guard was searched already. Oh, this is safe, so I can take advantage of that from the rewind. Alright.
Guard down.
Oh, he did see the guard. Okay.
Investigating the area.
Alarm level 1. Additional cameras activated. The walls have eyes.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have used that rewind. I guess I should knock this guy out just to delay him from searching for 2 more turns or whatever. Although my econ chip is activated and ready to go. I kind of want to do that first. And it's an expansive camera. I should be able to open this door unless there's a guard facing it. Okay, there's 2 cameras in here. Rather not hack them. This room might be able to be bypassed by going out this way. Now I wonder if these connect.
Looking around.
So these cameras are activated. I'm probably not going to go through here. This guard is a problem. I'll leave that door open. Shoot. I was going to pin this guy and then go into ambush, but you can't ambush while over someone because you need a place to put the body. So I guess I got to do it in front of the door to shut the door, just in case this guy comes back around. you... Probably just keep going this way. Oh, there's a door here too. Nice. So these rooms do connect. So this whole heavily hammered room can be bypassed. Something in this room. Do I want to go through? Or do I want to get into a position where I could check out this door? I kind of want Banks to catch up, so there's no sense of getting too far ahead. I do have my free firewall I want to use as well. I'm going to start breaking that down. I'll either walk in here or fall back, deal with this guy and check out this room. We'll go ahead. Ah, it's a drone. Two AP. Stationary, cool. See, here's a situation where I have 1 AP left, but I can move diagonally. Oh, good. Yeah, go over there. I bet you it was pretty unlikely that he would turn around, so maybe I should have spent the turn camped over this guy's body. Although this does give me 1 turn closer to the door, so I could just, like, leave these rooms. Facility database. I think what that does is it gives you an outline of the whole map, which could be quite valuable, although I feel like I'm getting a pretty good like idea of the outline already. I mean, I'm assuming this is just 1 room, but maybe it does have a door. That could be valuable. Man, there's a lot of demon programs here. I think we're going to finish hacking this. Fractal creates 2 new demon programs. This one is Blowfish, advances the tracker. I think that's a security level. This one, another Rubik's on that safe.
Warning.
Oops. Oh, her Buster chip was back up. I could have used that on the demon database. No, because I wasn't on that side of the fire or the laser grid. Okay, what do we want you to do? At the exit. Firewalls are killing me. Should probably hack one of these things. Oh good, you're in range of that. Okay, that gives me a lot more power to work with. I'm gonna hack this camera. Okay, it is just a room with another camera. Good to know. I feel like I should have International hack this camera drone with her Buster chip. Maybe we let Banks go in here. Or maybe we both go in here if that's where our primary objective ends up being. Yeah, let's just bring the whole party over here this time. Well, at least that camera was a little more lenient. Probably chill out in case of patrols instead of walking through the door. Good thing I did not walk through that door. Oh, and that was annoying. So this guy, Hacker, recaptures one mainframe device per turn in range of 6 tiles. Oh, you know the other thing I'm neglecting is my EMP pack. I wonder if that could have opened these safes or, you know, done other stuff. Cyber consciousness. If KO'd, this unit will possess a mainframe device as a demon. Oh, look at this sightline I got, though. Okay, this looks like the detention center because there's beds. It looks like a prison. I can sneak past this guy. He's gonna walk back into this room, so I don't know how valuable that ends up being. I'm just gonna open this door because it looked like we didn't have anything looking at it. Okay, there's a lot of guards here. I think I can hide over here. Cell door console, that feels like the objective for us. There's a lot of guards in here. I would like to use some AP to observe these guys, but I don't have it. This guy's gonna walk back into this room. I think I just let Banks chill here. If it becomes necessary to knock this guy out, it would be beneficial to do it this turn. So I can get my neural disruptor on cooldown, since there's clearly multiple other people in here. It would be nice to avoid that altogether. Oh, also this freaking camera's up here. If I knock this guy out, he might possess this with a demon, which could be annoying. actually gonna break that now. I can break this camera for free next turn. Actually shockingly low in power. And I have to decide if I want to knock this guy out. I don't think we need to. May as well observe who's gonna go up there. Firewalls just went up in strength. Guess I should have rehacked this thing. Oh, all of these guys have that recapture thing. Wow, these guys are annoying. So this thing's rebooting. Can I get to this turn? I don't know how it's going to be possible with this guy watching it, and then this guy preventing me from getting to this guy. This guard layout is brutal. Use my ping. I think no matter what, I need to break this. I can't even get to this guy. Guess I need to wait for this guy to leave the room. I think I should use this ping. I'll kind of clump the guards up over there. Oh, hold up. I can sneak around the back here. I can actually get to this without anyone seeing me, I think. Depends who's watching this tile. I don't think it's this guy, but it might be.
Incognita has detected an agent currently logged as MIA. They would be an incredible asset if you can get them back
Here we go.
on the team.
To get him out, I'm gonna have to distract these guards too. Oh, check this out. Get in. Get in. Beautiful. Well, at least this camera only costs 1. This is up to 2. I can use my buster chip. Shalem 11. Guess that means break time is over. Alright, what do you got? Enhance optics, extensive training in ballistics, co-processor lets Shalem direct bullets along optimal trajectories, gives +1 armor piercing to ranged weapons. I don't have any ranged weapons. Maybe I should buy that gun. He starts with +1 strength. Alright, how are we going to get you out of here? I think we're going to use that ping. What should I use my free firewall break on? I don't think it makes sense to use it on this camera because this guy's going to hijack it again. Chip away at this safe or something. Doesn't seem worthwhile. I guess I can chip away at that camera. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna use the ping. Can't go anywhere really, so you're gonna walk there. Oh yeah, this is gonna be perfect. And we'll have you knock out this guy when he comes in. Shalem here just kind of needs to chill. Banks is ready for ambush. Alright, let's go. So that went into incognito mode.
Investigating. Now we got nothing.
Because he possessed something with a demon. Not sure what though. Alright, use my free hack on this camera. I have 0 power here. Should I even bother hiding this guard? I don't think so. We'll use a paralyzer dose on you though. Like these guys will find this guard in a turn or two, but I'd rather be like making my escape. Probably shouldn't go into this room because this guard might walk in your next turn. How far can you make it? You can make it into here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's go, bud. Shut that door. And we'll go into ambush just in case that guy shows up.
Investigating the area.
know that guy's there? I'm gonna turn peeking. Alright, you can go into ambush. How far can you make it? Okay, we got this guard. And we just have to get to the elevator. We are so close to home. Oh, did I forget to steal from this guy? No, I think we did. Okay, you both get into here with 1 AP. I want you to go this way so you can close this door, though. Actually, that guard might come into that door. That's fine, though. I think it's fine. You can hide. Probably here. I doubt he's going to get far enough to see you next turn from that. We have our free hack. Hold up. We have time for greed. Console and a big safe. I don't know if I can actually get to them though. I can ignore this camera, I think, and we can just leave that turn. Who cares if the camera sees us? Maybe we say the same thing about the camera drone. We don't care if that sees us. Can I hack the corporate safe between the buster chip, this free hack? We might have something going on here. Hold up. I'm going for the riches. So there's one guy in here. So here's the thing. I get my other free hack there. Actually, she can buster chip that now. But also, I can steal from you. It's only 1 power. If I make a noise distraction to pull this guard out. He's probably going to come out here. I'm honestly not too concerned about him though, because we're just going to ambush him. Shalem in here. Does Banks just make a run? We say screw the camera drone? That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, investigating.
Oh, there's 2 vaults back here. This is the big one though. I'm not gonna be able to get both. 430 credits. Heck yes. I could get this one if I grabbed this console, but we definitely want to use the econ chip on this thing. 400 credits. Dude, this is huge at the end of this, actually. I don't know how this next turn is going to play out, but let's see. Works for me.
What happened?
Three firewalls on that. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can break through that. I have to wait for my buster chip to go down. Or just 3 turns in general. It's not happening. Alright, so time to try and leave. Uh-oh. Do I have enough action points to get to the elevator from this tile next turn? Oh, you have 8 right now. Do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not quite. So you need to get a little closer. Screw it, you're just gonna run in.
Hey, investigate.
Oh, you can run in too. And you're here on ambush? Alright, let's do it.
Alarm level 4. Additional guard patrols.
We're not playing very stealthy right now, but it doesn't matter because we are going to escape. Alright, everyone's in. That was a lot of extra credits at the end there. That was so worth it.
Recovery operation successful. Get that agent outfitted and prepped for the next mission.
That was a fun mission. I felt like we had to use a lot of tools from our toolkit. Those guards that recapture systems and stuff were tough. There were a lot of firewalls in general. I think I played a little risky using my econ chip because I had 0 power at the end there. If I absolutely needed some more power for something, we could have been in trouble. Almost 3k credits though, that's huge. Alright, well that was a fun mission. Looking forward to the next one. I guess we need to This guy needs like a weapon or something. He likes ranged weapons. So maybe we can go to that nano fabricator mission, or the like quality piece of gear mission or whatever. I just realized I could have used my EMP to take down that camera drone too. Maybe I could have used that to break the other safe. I forgot I had this. I don't know how this works with certain things like the safes, but I'm gonna have to remember to use this next time. But let's leave this here for now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. That was a really fun mission. And do check out the links in the description below. You can find my Patreon if you want to show some support for me and my work there. That's patreon.com/tonehack. You can also find the Discord if you want to come hang out there. But other than that, I am out for now and look forward to seeing you all next time. Take it easy, everyone.